Shh.
Hi, this is Melissa from the AC Library, and in this video I'll show you how to format a paper in the Chicago style, also called the Turabian style, using Microsoft Word. Word is available on all computers at AC, including the library. If you need help doing this when using Google Docs, which is available for free to all AC students and staff, please check out that video. There are actually two types of the Chicago style: the bibliography style, which is more commonly used and is what I'll describe here, and the author date style, which is much more like MLA and APA and is not typically required at AC. But be careful when you use a program that helps you set your citations or a citation tool like we have in our library databases. Make sure you pick the bibliography style. In the EBSCO databases, this is listed as the Chicago Humanities version, which I'll show you how to do later. Chicago doesn't require only one font and size. You can choose from Times New Roman, which is standard, the one that the other styles typically require, and what I'll use. But technically, you can instead use Courier or Helvetica. The font size has to be between 10 and 12. I'll just use the more standard 12. Most of the paper should be double-spaced. Use this button right here above paragraph. Sometimes Word defaults to extra spacing between paragraphs. If that does happen, you'll need to remove that, which you can do either by clicking on line spacing options that you saw here, or you can also access this by clicking on the small arrow to the right of paragraph. Notice that in this section for spacing, after is set to 10 point. Make sure that's set to 0, not any other number or auto, but 0. This just means that every time you hit enter to start a new paragraph, Word will not insert an extra blank space before your next paragraph. Okay, margins need to be set to 1 inch all around, which is most likely what Word already has set, but you can check it by clicking on the menu tab Page Layout and then selecting Margins. The setting for normal is what you want. Chicago style usually includes a title page, but of course if your instructor tells you that you either need to do something or don't need to do something, like create a title page, be sure to comply. What I'm explaining in this video is just general information. Here's a sample of what your title page should look like, with the title of your paper about a quarter of the way down the page, and then about 3/4 of the way down, your name, then your class, such as History 1301, a colon, and then the name of your class, in this example, United States History 1. On the last line, include the date that you're submitting your paper. You'll start your actual paper on the next page. Here's an example of what a first page should look like. And notice that this is the page that has the number 1 inserted in the top right corner of the page. Use the header area of the document to insert page numbers. To access the header, I find it easiest to just point my cursor to the very top of the page and then double-click. Then click on Page Number, hover over Top of Page, and then select Plain Number 3, which will put the number over on the right. Don't ever just type the number 1 on your first page. If you use this Insert Page Number feature, Word will automatically change all of your page numbers for you as your paper grows and changes. Now click on this box for Different First Page so that the system doesn't put a 1 on your title page. But now we need to fix this number, which should be 1. Click on Page Number again and then select Format Page Numbers, and here where it says Start At, put a 0. Page 0 is your title page, which doesn't have a number at all, and then your first full page will have the number 1 on it. Just to make it perfect, highlight the number and then back on the home page, set it to Times New Roman 12 or to whatever font and size you've selected. Okay, that's all I'll show you in this video, but please watch the video in this series where I'll show you how to create footnotes on each page and how to set up the bibliography page.